let's start on the Bournemouth match. I thought you played well personally, but how's the team feeling after that result?
Bit mixed, obviously. A club like Tottenham, we're playing Bournemouth at home, even though they're having a good season. You do go into it thinking that this game that we should be winning. No disrespect to Bournemouth, they're having a fantastic season. So yeah, especially at home as well, a point's probably not quite good enough in a game like that. But in the scheme of things, how we went 2-0 down and we showed character at times where we've probably lacked maybe a little bit of that when we just need that bit at the end. We've lost a lot of games this year by 1 goal, where we've needed just to find something, and we managed to find it to get a point on Sunday. So it's important that we do look at the positives and not the negatives. So we're going to need that Thursday. We're obviously a goal behind in that already from the first leg, so it kind of fits in well with what the character we need to show then. So, but yeah, it was a point, like I said, positives to take in the comeback, yeah.
In terms of the league though, like last season was really good, 5th in the end, but why do you think Spurs are 13th? Do you think it's solely down to injuries?
Well, it's a massive factor because we had, and I don't want to sound like I'm making like loads of excuses, but when you have such a long period of time in the busiest part of the year where you miss Vicario, Romero, Van der Ven, Udogie, Solanke, Richarlison, like for long periods, not just 1 game, 2 games. It is a defining factor. Of course, we're not naive to not look in the mirror and think that we could have been better here, we could have been better there. Performances in certain games maybe could have been better. But it is a defining factor, and it's been a tough year for setbacks with injuries at this club. That's just factual, yeah.
I mean, you're a senior player. Did you notice it as well? I mean, I know you had a bit of time out with injury yourself, but sometimes you think, and you're looking at the squad, you've got some great young lads coming through, but thinking, this is tough. Because Spurs were in all the cups, weren't they? And in Europe, there was a lot of games.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Over that Christmas period as well, when the Premier League picks up a little bit, and obviously we had a good run in the Carabao. We got to the semi-final, which is obviously 2 legs, and it's just a lot of games with the new European format as well. 8 games in the group. Just a lot of football, and you need your squad for that, and we didn't have that. The one blessing that it kind of created was the fact that we got exposure to the young lads and the lads who hadn't played as much. So the likes of Jed got his opportunity, and he's been phenomenal. Lucas and Archie have come in as 18-year-olds and played a lot of football, more than probably what the manager and the club had hoped for their transition into the first team, but that'll leave them in good stead. And it's tough, like as you said, as a senior player, I only missed a couple of weeks, so I missed a few games, but for the lads like Romero, I know who the type of person he is, and Van der Ven and Vic, like I said, the names I listed, senior players who missed like months, and it's tough. Any footballer will tell you it's so tough because you can't help. You have to watch on the sideline, and it kills you inside.
Yeah, you mentioned Thursday. It really is season defining now, isn't it? Do the players feel that? Because it wasn't a good performance first leg. Have the players spoken about how important this game is Thursday?
Yeah, we know what it means to us, the fans, everyone. We're all on the same page. The first leg obviously wasn't good enough. Tough conditions on a tough pitch to play the way we want to play, but it's only 1-0. It's they've got to come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. If the fans get behind us and have the place rocking like we know they can.
Is that a message to the fans? Come on, big atmosphere.
No, I think they've been brilliant, especially in Europe as well. The midweek ones are tough in the middle of the week because like people have lives and jobs and kids, and I know all that it doesn't go unappreciated and unnoticed. So just more of that, more of what we've seen in Europe so far. I remember the game we played against them in the group stage. Actually, we were doing pretty well. I captained the side, so I remember because first time captain in the club in Europe, and the atmosphere was brilliant that night. We won 1-0, and we're going to need more of that, and we need to give them something to shout about. And the lads are going to be up for it, and we're going to start fast, and hopefully we can get the job done.
We talked about the league, and it's not gone well this season. But the Europa League is one of the biggest trophies you can win at club level. Lovely trophy as well. Could still be an amazing season, couldn't it?
Yeah, like the manager always speaks about how it can still be special for us if we win that, you know, and we're in a good position to do that. Listen, we've got work to do in the second leg, but we know we're capable of that, and we can turn it around. Like there's no one in there doubting the fact that we can do that. But we have to go and do it. We talk is one thing. We have to go and win the game and turn over the defeat of the first leg. But like I said, yeah, like you win that and you pick up a bit of momentum. You're in the quarter-final, and then it can still be a special season for us. So that's what we're hoping for, and that's what we're striving for. Yeah.
How do you feel? I mean, because I watched the game against Man U the other week. Obviously, getting the goal and obviously a bit of fun. But do you feel like you get talked about a bit too much? Not scapegoat might be the wrong word, but people do love to mention you, don't they?
Yeah, but that's okay. I'd rather that than them talk about Archie, Lucas, the young. I don't mind taking the heat a little bit. I'm big enough and ugly enough now to take the hits and take the criticism, because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do. I know my personal level. And what people don't see is like what we do behind the scenes and how much we're trying to improve and how much we work. And it's very cheap to go and sit and talk and criticise. But training today, the standard was unbelievable. Lads working really hard because we drew at home to Bournemouth. Lads are not happy, so they don't see that it hurts us as well. When we're not doing well in the league. But no, I feel good. I actually feel pretty good. Feel pretty sharp. Really looking forward to Thursday and beyond. Try and finish the season special as a team. Try and finish the season strong personally. Still have a really good season in terms of goals and assists. And try and look for the positives and trying to spread that through the dressing room instead of focusing on the negatives and the doom and gloom of like the league position, kind of.
Of course. And I know you're so ultra ambitious as well. Potential England ambitions going forward. It's a fresh start for everyone. There was talk of Thomas Tuchel ringing a lot of England players. That must have felt good.
Well, yeah, he was obviously doing his due diligence or whatever you want to call it.
Did he phoned you though?
Yeah. Well, we had a chat. Yeah, he's England manager. I think he would be speaking to everyone who's in possible call-up selection. No, of course, personal ambitions. Like I said, like it's tough to reflect on personal when the team's not doing well. Like it is, because like you can score and if you lose the game, it's worthless. Like I said, I've got 10 goals this season, but I want it to be worth more. Because it's a good return for a midfielder. I'm happy with that return. When you start the season, you look as an attacking midfielder, what's your job is to score and create for the team, and goals and assists is a big thing about that. But ultimately, if it leads to the team finishing mid-table and is not going deep in the Europa League, then it's kind of worthless, But that of course, England is another thing that I have ambition for. Of course, fresh manager, fresh start. I know I can play at that level. I have the self-belief to do that. I play against these players every week in the Premier League, and I know I can be at that level and beyond. So, ambitious for it all.
I feel you're raring to go Thursday. I can see it. I can feel you're raring to go.
But we have to be, yeah. We have to.
And are you able to switch off? I've had the pleasure of meeting your young family. When you have days off, are you able to switch off, spend time with the kids?
I ain't got a choice, mate. Changing nappies and
do you do it?
Crying,
do you?
mate. Of
do
course,
you?
yeah.
No, I bet you don't.
Of course I do, yeah.
Fair enough.
3 young children,
yeah.
though. It's beautiful though, because it does take your mind off it, and it's not like a choice to take your mind off it. You don't have the choice, Like they don't know how. Like my 1-year-old twins don't know that Spurs are 13th in the league. You know what I mean? They come in and they're just daddy, and it's beautiful. I look at the young lads now, and I'm quite close with Archie and Lucas as well. And everything's football, and I remember them days. And sometimes you can like take the ball home here, I used to say as a bit of a phrase, because like you overthink a little bit when you're younger, but as when you get older and with experience, you walk through the door, you've got kids, and it's actually nice to switch off. So you come to your workplace, you're focused, you work, you're ready, but then you have your downtime, which is good for your mental state as well. So
love it. Right, good luck Thursday.
Thank you.